और भी आपको बराह रास्त लिए चलेंगे। वज़ीर ख़जाना मोहम्मद औरंगज़ेब इस वक्त तकरीब से खिताब कर रहे हैं।
During this crisis, when we talked about the flooding in 22, GLOF events struck, and we in turn now have, from what I understand, a little over 3,000 glacial lakes, 33 of which are highly volatile and putting at least a little over 7 billion people in grave danger. These are large and these are alarming statistics. And therefore, I do think all the work that has been done, the preparatory work that has been done in terms of putting a Pakistan glacier protection and resiliency strategy framework, which the Secretary Climate Change just explained, and which is now going for public review and input, is a very, very timely action. In that context, the work and this framework providing guidance around the monitoring systems, early warning mechanisms for GLOFs, promoting community-based adaptation practices, and integrating glacier conservation into the overall national climate policies are the right things to do under this framework. Now, in that context, I would want to acknowledge the inputs that have already been received through Everest K2 National Research Center. Sir, the book that you just gave me, I will go through it with interest. Obviously, a lot of time and effort has been put in to put that together. International Center for Integrated Mountain Development, International Union for Conservation of Nature, and of course, all the great work, help, support, assistance that we are receiving from UNDP. The only thing, just looking at your presentation, Secretary Saba, and you know how our Prime Minister feels about timelines and deadlines, the timeline that you have presented between 25 to 2050, in my humble opinion, I don't think we have that kind of time available. My request would be to see if we can expedite it, and if we can somehow shorten these time frames, what can be brought from long term to medium term into short term. And of course, there are interdependencies, right, with all our cabinet colleagues. But I just want to assure you that from finance and revenue, you will get all the support that this initiative deserves and needs, because that is going to be critical. As I said, whatever we are doing right now in terms of the immediate economic turnaround, in terms of structural reforms, etc., I do think are the right things to do, and inshallah, our economy will be in a very good place. And already on the macro side, we have achieved stability, and as we go towards sustained growth. But ultimately, if we do not manage this existential threat, the sustainability of the economic growth that we are looking for will not come through. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I wish you all the very best for the rest of the conference. I know a panel is coming up. It's a real pleasure to be here. Thank you for the invitation. Thank you.
वफाकी वज़ीर ख़ज़ाना मोहम्मद औरंगज़ेब तकरीब से खिताब कर रहे हैं।
सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल दबाएं ताकि कोई खबर रह न जाए।